So Vlad, you came back. Yeah. Um, this is the first video I've ever do, and maybe even the last. I'm not sure about it because, to be honest, I'm scared to do this. Yeah. So, what do I want to say? The first thing is, yeah, you came back, and you're ashamed of it. You really are. That if you're gonna move out, every imperfection you have, the last part you do, will stay in the past, will stay where you were back then. But then you quickly realized when you moved out, you were the same person, and nothing actually changed about you or about anything around you. And yeah, it was frustrating. You still learn a lot because, of course, you do. That's how life works when you're desperate. But eventually, you're just burned out, and it's okay if you burned out. It's normal, I think. Why do I want to do this video? I just want to remind myself, and maybe even sometimes upload it, the viewers, that you can't change yourself like that. That's the thing. And moving out or getting a new opportunity doesn't really mean that you're gonna change as a person. Just because you change your environment doesn't mean you change your habits. And that is like the important thing to know. I moved out of my parents' house because I needed to study. Okay, I wanted to study, and I also wanted to study like more far away from where I live because I wanted new experiences. I fantasized about that feeling that if I'm somewhere completely new and no one would know me, I could be a new entire person. I could just reshape myself into what I want to be. But it didn't really happen. It didn't really happen. I basically stayed the same person, but the quite things I am knowing about where I am now because I live back at my parents' house because I dropped out. Yeah, the main things I'm knowing about here didn't apply to me there, but like the core person I am was still the core person I am as always. Of course, I've grown up from that experience and I've learned a lot because I lived alone. The first 2 months I was really struggling financially, but eventually it turned out okay, so I can't actually complain about it. It was fine. I went to fashion design school, and as you know, there aren't many men around there. And the thing is, I struggle to get friends. Like, I struggle to have deep relationships with people for the first 2 to 3 months, and it was actually pretty lonely. And I got burned out really quick at my uni because, yeah, like I said, the first 2 months I didn't really have friends. I ate like shit because I had to basically eat struggle meals. I even invented a struggle meal. I don't know if like I invented it, but it was like chickpeas with beans and tomato sauce. And I ate that shit for like 2 months. For 2 months. I ate just that shit. And it wasn't really, it was bland. Like, it didn't really have a bad taste, but it just, yeah, I just ate it for the protein and because it was cheap. And yeah, like I said, I struggled the first 2 months, and it was hard for me. And also, for fashion design, you need to like be good at it. I mean, you learn the most things there, but you also have to know a lot of shit before. And I've realized that I was way inferior for the others ones, because the other ones had so much knowledge, and basically it got into my head, and I was thinking, fuck, I gotta be better if I want to go through this shit. I need to better myself fast. And eventually I just burned out. I had too high expectations of myself. I thought I was gonna change a lot of things, and it didn't really happen. And sometimes I just fucking gave up, like mentally. I was still going and I was still doing the stuff and shit, but I gave up mentally. Like at that point I already have like girlfriends, but yeah, it was like more school related friendships. We didn't really do much outside of school. Well, basically we drank and like normal uni persons do, but nah, it wasn't really something like I feel here where I am right now. And basically, yeah, my grades were falling down. I got depressed, and I just couldn't keep up anymore. I needed to go back. Thankfully, my parents were really understanding about it, and they just saw how much I was struggling, and they agreed that it's the best for me to come back. But once I came back, I realized for the first like 2 to 3 weeks that it's hard to say it, but I didn't really belong there anymore, like at my parents' house, because I have two sisters. One of her is like 3 years old. The other one is 12, and the 12-year-old one basically got my room where I stayed at. But now that I'm back, she can't anymore, and she's going back to her old room. And the 3-year-old is sleeping with my parents right now. And that kind of got to me like, shit, I stole her place. Like it's fucked up what I did, and I kind of felt guilty for a long time about it. Well, she eventually understood it, and me too. That it's just a temporary thing until I get my shit together. I'm currently starting an apprenticeship, which will be like 3 years, and then I'm gonna do something else, and then I'm gonna build up from there the corporate ladder. But these 3 years I need to stay at my parents, and like I said, it got to me, man. It really got to me. It was frustrating, at least, to say the least, that I needed to go back, and I am still embarrassed to tell all my friends about it and stuff. Well, eventually they notice that I'm not there anymore, and that I'm spending too much time here back. But I didn't really tell them what was going on, except when they like asked me directly, when I couldn't like change the subject. And they were like really understanding, to be honest, but it didn't felt genuine. It felt more like, oh yeah, shit happens, bro. And yeah, I know that shit happens. But I don't know. I still felt embarrassed, like I was less than them because they are studying or they are working, and I'm fucking nothing right now. Well, I'm getting my shit together, thankfully. But yeah, and it was really daunting for a couple of weeks, even a month maybe. But now it's definitely better, and I encourage everyone to like try to do that same. Like if you're back home and or if you're in a place where you don't feel like you're belonging and you want to get out of it, or when you realized that you're not the same person as you want to be, what are you gonna do about it? And I asked myself that question, and I came to realize, first of all, well, it sounds cliche as fuck, but you should forgive yourself and you should just be understand. You should just understand that the things that you're going through right now are temporary and also normal as fuck. Like a lot of people do the same shit, but also just chill a little bit, right? Like you just went through a lot of painful stuff. You went through a lot of mentally draining experiences, and you need like to breathe out a little bit, you know? You need to just to check yourself. Just a little bit. Just like, damn, I went through shit. Time to like take a break, repent on everything, and try to be more content with yourself. Because if you are not content with yourself and you're going like shit, I need to do this, I need to do that, you're gonna be back in the burnout really fast. That happened to me. And yeah, it's just fucked up, man. Please don't do that. Also, what helped me a lot is getting back to my senses, like doing more stuff that I enjoy. Now that I have a lot of free time, because like I said, I'm just waiting for my apprenticeship to start, and I'm also unemployed, and I also don't go to school anymore and stuff. I have a lot of free time, and in the first months I just play video games. Like, I'm honestly just dopamine maxing the shit out of me. But now I'm going more outside. I'm doing like other stuff I enjoyed. I play fighting games, which I don't know if you know about, like Street Fighter, Tekken, etc. And I also play card games a lot. Like currently I'm really into Riftbound. And thankfully in my like 30 kilometers away from where I live, there are tournaments for that. So I can make new friends that are also into my stuff. And there wasn't really back there when in uni, because it's just too niche, I guess. But there was a card tournament, but like that wasn't what I expected, let's say. And then I went to here, and it was fucking great. It was really nice. And honestly, yeah, that's how I try to make friends now. I try to do my hobbies that I like, and hopefully find some people that are also into them. And that's how I want to get the connections, you know. Also, yeah, like I said, basically you need to work more on your current self, as in you're not where you want to be, and you see like the line where you want to be, and you need to take small steps, not like hard steps, but small steps after you've taken your break. Don't get me wrong, first of all you take your break, and then you're doing small steps back again to gain momentum. That's what I meant. And when you're taking your steps, for me at least, I kind of get more motivated to do bigger steps, and then eventually you start walking, you start running, you start jogging, you're just going. I'm not currently there, to be honest. I'm still like at my steps right now, but I think I'm in the good way of the jogging right now. Like I'm doing a lot of stuff that I wanted to do but was afraid to do, for example this video, and it helps me actually. Like this video right now, you can maybe realize in the like 3 minutes I was scared I was scared shitless to talk normally, but now I'm actually pretty confident in it, because I don't know, I'm just talking to myself, and I'm talking a lot to myself, and it doesn't really change anything if I'm talking in a camera or not. Heck, I think it's even better for me to like remember what I'm gonna say and what I'm saying right now back in the like further on, because I most likely will forget a lot of what I'm talking about, as in my affirmation, because every now and then I'm like reminiscing, and I'm like, shit man, I had to I did a lot of bullshit. Like, it was dumb of me to do that. But I'm just a human too. Like, it happens. It happens. And I always need to remind myself that it's just a thing like that happens. A lot of people are college dropouts and they're doing just great or just fine, and they aren't ashamed of themselves. Same here, I guess. Same here, I guess. Also, we live in like crazy times right now, and that's like one of the least things that is important. Like, boo hoo, you fucking did that. Who gives a fuck? I also noticed that, hey, I'm not the fucking main character, so I'm allowed to do mistakes. I'm allowed to fuck up because the world will still continue without being like, oh shit, Vlad did that. How could he? No, the whole world is gonna end. And that's actually really like nice for me. That's really nice for me. I also maybe will start doing other videos about other stuff, but I'm not sure right now. Like, this is my first documentation of my start for a new beginning, let's say like that. Well, I already started, but you know what I mean. And if I'm ever gonna fall down again like this, like I did right now, I would like this video to remind myself that it's okay and shit happens. Like, it ain't that deep. Well, it is deep, but like on another level. Yeah. Also, and to be honest, I still feel kind of lonely right now, like here, because like I said, all my friends are like going to school, like uni, and working, or already have an apprenticeship, and I'm just sitting at home doing nothing, trying to better myself. But like, yeah, Saturday and Sundays I'm also not going to like gatherings and stuff because, like I said, I'm still embarrassed of what happened. Like, that didn't go away. I'm still embarrassed, and I don't know, I can't face them knowing I feel like I'm less than them in that thing. And I'm currently trying to better that, but until I'm not bettering that, I can't really go on, you know? Like, I'm still feeling inferior. But I hope that things just go away, because like I know that actually they don't really care about that, because I'm still me and they love me for who I am. But also, I don't know, it's maybe how I view myself as other people. Like, in the instance that I look at someone, what he's thinking about me, but actually what he's thinking about me is my subconsciousness thinking about me. Does that make sense? Yeah, but I don't know, I think I'm rationalizing a little bit too much. I don't think it is actually that deep, and I gotta get to overthink now a little bit. Like, in the last days, like 3 days or something. Maybe it's because I have too much free time, and like I'm just alone with my thoughts all the time, and it's like a little bit hard, and I don't really have someone to speak to. That's why I also did this video, to speak to myself out loud without it being weird. Yeah, I think that's it actually, because yeah, that's that's basically it for now. Maybe I'm doing another video, but I'm not really sure. I will just kind of sleep about it, maybe wait a week or two. Maybe I'm gonna send this video to a friend of mine to like get his opinion. Yeah. Thanks for listening, I guess. And Vlad, if you're listening to this someday in the future, hopefully you're better than how I am right now. Or you maybe stay the same, that's actually fine too. But just remind yourself that it's normal, man. It's just normal. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Please.